Good evening, everybody. So, Coolio just finished his stream, which I was away, so I was a little late getting in on, but I wanted to stream a little bit after he was done, and so I thought I would do Shadowgate for the NES. This is one game I LP'd a long time ago, back when I was still doing text commentary. But this is a great classic point and click adventure game, so I just felt like doing this one again. This time with voice commentary. The last thing you remember is standing before the wizard Lockmere as he waved his hands. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded Warlock Lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. The combination of his evil arts and the great Titan's power will surely destroy us all. You are the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name you will destroy the Warlock Lord. Alright, this is a port of what was originally released for the PC by, what was it, Ireme, I think? But then Kemco were the ones who ported this to the NES, along with its sister games, Uninvited and Deja Vu. I've tried playing the PC version of this, but I could only make it up to a certain point where I just could not figure out how to make it any further. So let's go ahead and I already know how to get I know how to get through the NES game just fine. As if by magic, the skull rises. And there's a key inside. Key 1 is in hand. Open the door. It's the door leading into the castle Shadowgate. That pitiful wizard Lockmere was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is a horrible death. The sound of maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. We want every torch we can find because these torches essentially function as our time limit. Okay, I think the key opens this door. Yep. The stone walls seem uncomfortably close as you walk down the stairs. Okay, the book right here is a classic trap. Try taking it. When you remove the book from its pedestal, the floor collapses and you fall to your death. Yep. Ah, the deaths in this game. Half the fun of this is just seeing all the different ways you can die. Couple more torches. Although this one torch is unique. There's something out of the ordinary about this torch, but you can't put a finger on it. So rather than take the book, we need to just open it without taking it. A rectangular hole has been cut out of the inside of the book. And there's another key inside. And now, I believe this key opens up this door right here. Oh, as you enter, you can see a sword and a sling inside. It's a double-edged broadsword. The handle has druidic script written on it. Small leather sling. This will come in handy for long-range battles. Let us take both. By the way, you can also commit suicide by sword. You thrust sword into your chest. Blood begins to flow. Suicide won't help in your quest. The Warlock Lord will surely triumph now. Yes. The stones in these walls were probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. By the way, there is also a remake of this game on PC that came out a little more recently. I have to look into that a bit more. You enter a cold room. The stench of flesh and decay pervades the small chamber. You begin to shiver. This room is really cold. Okay. When you hear the music change like that, that means the torches are about to go out. If they go out, you do pretty much just trip, bash your head on the floor, and die. Fear grips you as you enter this hot room. All you can see are two eyes in the darkness. They seem to be watching every move you make. Oh yeah? Well, let's go say hi. Yeah, that wasn't too smart. Whoosh! Flames suddenly shoot from the dragon's mouth. Dragon flame engulfs your body. You pay for your curiosity with your life. The dragon does not want to say hi. Hey, Coolio. Basically, you're the worst possible hero, but you're the only one left to deal with Castle Shadowgate. Kinda feels like it. Okay, but what we want to do first is take the shield. You raise your shield just in time to block the dragon flame. Okay, that will protect us temporarily. It will eventually melt if we stay in here too long. But took the hammer. Again, flame spews forth. Use the shield for protection. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. Took the spear. Again, flame spews forth. Okay. It does reset if you just leave the room and come back. We may or may not need the rest of the stuff in here. Yeah, I know it. I know I need the hammer and the spear. I feel like we may or may not need the rest of the, like like one of the skulls. A shark swims by as if patrolling this calm pool. Ah, okay. Water cascades over a subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. Okay, pick up a stone. Now, you can see the way up the stairway is obstructed by a landslide. So, they kind of make it look like that's where we would have to find a way to go, but in fact, we actually have to go behind the waterfall. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. Okay, I think we have to punch it. You hit the rock as hard as you can. The loose rock falls down as if hinged to the wall. Open the bag. The bag contains 3 large jewels. Got white gem, red gem, and blue gem. Let's try to go swimming. As you swim toward the skeleton, you feel the jaws of a shark grab you and pull you under. You curse yourself for using your body as bait. Even before the life has left your body, the lake will be filled with your blood. I know, right? Me too. This one too. This just feels like a troll move on the game's part. A broken fragment of a wooden ladder hangs from the opening. As you go down the trapdoor, you realize you took a big step. The fall is quite fatal. Now that one's total trial and error. But what we're supposed to do... Yeah, in the NES version particularly, deaths aren't very punishing because all they do is send you one room back. If we were playing the PC version, we would have to reload our last save. Okay, put the white gem here. A small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. Well, I guess Macintosh is the version I was thinking of. This crystal sphere is as cold as ice. Oh, right, not that way. Yeah, again, this game's, the sister games in this, from this, developer, again, Uninvited and Deja Vu. Okay, throw the sphere in the water. You drop the sphere into the lake and notice the ripples disappear as the water turns into ice. Took key 3. Okay, can use the torch on the lake. The torch melts away the ice over the sphere, allowing it to float to the surface. Another game with the same engine that wasn't a Mac venture. It was on Game Boy, except it had RPG battles. Ooh, is that, what was it? Sword of Illusion, or what was Sword of something, I believe it was. I think I know what you're talking about, because yeah, it did play a lot like these kind of games. Okay, but we got our sphere back. The coffin. A mummy stands silently before you. Sword of Hope. Okay, yeah, that's it. Okay. We burn up the mummy. And it leaves behind a scepter. This jewel-studded scepter is truly made for a king. Oh, by the way, you looking here? Hello. As you open the tomb, a banshee flies out and emits an ear-shattering scream. You're alright, but it's very hard to hear. One of these contains a slime that will dissolve you to death, and the other has a bag of copper coins, which is completely worthless. This room full of mirrors reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at King Otto's lair. Again, we may or may not need the broom. We hit this conspicuous section of the wall. The stone falls away to reveal a secret passage. As soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. Okay. A finely crafted silver arrow is not uncommon in the Elven lands. Can't take it. However, there, we can pull the torch. It's a hidden door. There's a spiral staircase leading down. You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. From the darkness below arise the screams of the undead. This cave is hewn roughly in the chasm's wall. Judging by the intricate workmanship, this bridge seems to be quite sturdy. This shabby bridge is held together with nothing but frayed ropes and rotten planks. The ropes are indeed in bad condition. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. As you reach the middle of the bridge, it collapses under your feet. The bridge won't hold you. You can't cross unless you lose some weight. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Right? No, I guess we can't take that. What's this? A wraith is standing in your way, barring your path. Is a shadow wraith, a hideous specter who eternally walks the line between life and death. Let's punch him. You're afraid to get near it. Okay. Okay, this is one of those where it's not readily apparent as to what you're supposed to do here, but this unique torch that we found, we want to light this up. Oh, okay, other way around. The torch burns with a strange white flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the wraith is gone. Okay. This heavy cloak contains no frivolous adornments, such as pockets or a hood. Okay. We got the cloak. And let's wear it. You try on the cloak and find it very unbecoming. It barely fits over your armor. This small stone chamber is lined on one side by two barred portals. Yeah, so at least you can brute force your way through this game. Again, yeah, the original Mac version isn't so kind. It's an ancient leather-bound parchment. It's a small silver bottle. What is it? Sure smells terrible. This small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. You notice the bottle is impossibly light. Okay, this I think we want. The sign reads Epor. Epor, Epor. You got it. Seems to be some sort of magic word. Okay, we learned our first spell. Let's chant it right here. There are many strange things in this world. When you said the magic spell, the rope moved. Having stretched up to the hole, the rope stops moving. Alright, see ya. Now, if you look very closely, damp air is blowing out of the gap in the stone wall. You can barely see an outline in the wall back there. You feel the ground shake as the rock moves slowly aside to reveal a passageway. The The cold water from the limestone drips on your neck, sending shivers down your spine. We have another indentation there, which we can... I'm going to place the blue gem here. As soon as you place the blue gem on the hole, you hear the sound of grinding stone. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. Listen, warrior. The Warlock Lord can only be defeated by thy courage and the Staff of Ages. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Have thy wits about thee, warrior. Fare thee well. The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. Open scroll 2. You read the scroll. As the shadow of the wind, thou shalt be. Humana. What, the medical insurance company? As the spell was chanted, the scroll 2 quickly vanished. Yeah, there's this scroll in here too we didn't look at. Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement. 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The Staff of Ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden blade. The last to invoke, the platinum horn. Okay, that one didn't rhyme so well. As well as the other 2. Okay, we're back. That takes us back here. Now, we try to smash up these other mirrors. As soon as you break the mirror, shards of glass fly through the air and slice into your body. Blood pours from your wounds and your body slumps to the floor. Oh boy. How about this one? You've opened a magic portal into deep space. You're immediately sucked through. The lack of air causes you to quickly lose consciousness. The Grim Reaper quickly embraces you. Oh hey, fancy meeting you out in deep space. Okay. We're supposed to break the middle mirror. Bellowing like a Norse god, you smash the hammer into the mirror. You shatter the mirror, revealing an iron door. Okay, key 3, the one we got from the lake with the shark, is what opens this. This room is incredibly hot. This must be what the lower levels of Gehenna are like. Doors open. Suddenly you feel a gust of wind. A searing blast of heat knocks you across the room. A flaming horror appears at the end of the bridge. Punch him. Fire Drake screams triumphantly and gives you an eternal sunburn. Yeah, that is not the way to deal with him. Instead, you can drop the sphere into the lake of fire here. You hurl the sphere into the fire below you. The hellspawn flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. With nothing to feed itself on, the fire drake immediately follows suit. Your view of the floor is totally obscured by a thick black oil. And now if you're feeling especially dumb, here's one thing you can do. The oil quickly catches and sets you on fire. There's no way to put the fire out once it starts. You'll be burned to the bone. Yeah. By the way, you have to wear the cloak from earlier. Stop, drop, and roll. Yeah. You would have to be wearing that cloak that we found in that Wraith's room. Otherwise we would immediately retreat from this room once we enter. Yeah. If we do that now, we don't even have to deal with... The fire drake doesn't even appear. If we throw it in before we open the door. A sharp, cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep, dark chasm. Oh. As you step on the bridge, a troll appears and says, "This bridge is mine. It'll cost you a gold coin to cross." Unfortunately, we don't have any gold coins. Instead, we'll throw our spear at it. The troll falls silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but you don't hear him crash. The moon casts a brilliant shadow over the grounds of the courtyard. The Cyclops stands before you, ready for battle. Okay, now for this... we need our sling, so... load a stone into it. As soon as you start twirling the sling, a magical influence takes over your body. You cry out, "Death to the Philistine!" and release the stone. Bullseye! Apparently a David and Goliath reference. But, if we look at it, you can almost see the stars revolving around the Cyclops' head. He's down, but not out. So we use the sword on him to finish him off. You drive the sword deep into the Cyclops. Blood pours out of the wound and onto the grass. It's a dead Cyclops. What do you expect after stabbing him with your sword? Okay. The crank turns rather easily. At the end of the rope, there's a small bucket. Okay, now here's a bit of a confusing part, because you have to actually open the bucket to look inside it. And there's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet of silver plate. It bears the symbol of the Circle of 12. Okay. Doors open. It's a long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. Yeah. You place the gauntlet on your hand. It feels like it was made just for you. In a small library. This fine map of the lands of Tarkus is quite detailed, although incomplete. It's full of books. You don't have time to read every one of them. Think of your quest. Open the desk. Some scrolls. Scroll 3 is open. Lands under the heavens, the key to the world. Terra Terrak. Nice. Okay. You read the scroll. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instantum illumina. You got key 5. And a pair of glasses. Try the glasses on, they fit perfectly. Can see very well. We need those to actually read what's in this book. Wow, with these glasses you can understand and read what you couldn't before. The light grows faint, the path winds round, where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream, for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to from, amidst burning death, a demon to guard. Motari riseth. Okay. Alright. That's everything there. And then we set the red gem in the indentation here. The bookcase slowly slides away, revealing a hidden passage. This room is dominated by a large fireplace set in a red brick wall. Through this portal, you can see the moon hovering over the darkened mountains. It's a globe mounted on a stand for display. It shows all the known lands. Looking closely, you can see a seam along the equator. Okay, for that, that's where we need the Terrak spell. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe. The globe is open. Okay, key 6. I don't... It's a small black bottle with a cork on top. I don't think we need bottle 5 for anything. Some of these you'll die if you try to consume the contents. I might need the bellows, however. It's a pewter goblet which glows with a lustrous shine. By the way, I think... Okay, I'll move back here, but then... I think anytime you see a window here, you can actually kill yourself by jumping out the window. With a cry, you jump to your death. Takes only a couple of seconds before you hit the bottom with a thud. That's kind of amusing. It smells like a kennel in here, and there are no windows through which to circulate fresh air. The steel mesh cage rattles constantly. A simple latch secures it. Oh? Well, let's open it. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, hello. You remove the latch and a mutated dog pounces on you. It looks like the doctor put something strange in the dog's water. Before you can do anything else, the mutation quickly rips you apart. Yeah. Instead, let me see. Oh, there's a strange poisonous-looking liquid in the pot. It really stinks. The jar is extremely slimy. Small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. The bottle's impossibly light. This horseshoe seems to have taken quite a beating. Okay, another one of these. It's an empty test tube in a wooden rack. Lab animals can be chained to the stone while performing experiments on them. Yeah, you notice this one discolored part of the floor with a little, like a little hook on it. I think we need to open it. Or, no, use. The stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial is inside it. You got water. The stone descends back into place. The glass vial is filled with clear liquid. The sign of the cross is on it. So is it holy water then? You stand in a small garden. The only sound is of falling water in the night. This exquisite marble fountain is shaped in the image of a sea serpent. From its mouth spews an acidic liquid. It's a small wooden flute. It looks like it could make wonderful music. By using the silver gauntlet, you remove the flute easily. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. Yeah, we need the gauntlet to take that, and then we play it right here. That little sound it played is actually from Deja Vu. The sound of the flute is very pretty indeed. It seems like you wake from a dream only to find a hole in the tree. Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. It's a ring, set with a large black sapphire. Okay, we got the ring. Anyway, just want to make sure that sort of semi-safe before, let's try drinking the water. Kneeling down next to the fountain, you drink a handful of the acidic water. You can't even scream because you no longer have a throat, let alone a larynx. Yes, water, he says. You're awed by the majestic beauty of this immense banquet hall. Okay, when the room loaded, it kind of already spoiled this, but you can use the torch to burn the rug here. The rug quickly catches on fire and burns away. A key can be seen underneath. Okay. Okay, key 4 opened that up. Alright. It appears to be a sphinx. It looks at you indifferently. Okay, one thing you want to take note of are these symbols on the stairs here. It's a stairway leading upward. There seem to be some strange marks scratched onto its side. that is actually going to be important later. Doesn't seem to understand what you say. Oh, okay. See ya. As you moved, the Sphinx spoke. Who are you? No one may pass without my permission. To pass, you must answer a riddle. You look at me, I look back. Your right hand races, I my left. You speak, but I in vain. So no, bring me the answer to my riddle, and I shall let thee pass. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's talking about a mirror, which I believe is what this is. The frame of this fine mirror is laced with silver and gold. It can be one of a number of items which are random. You have correctly answered my riddle, warrior. Thou may now pass. Hey, Noble. Yep, a revisit of an older LP, again back when I was doing text commentary. A telescope is beside the window. A star map is on the wall. This must be an observatory. Scroll 5 is open. Observing the stars, the Throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says it's a portal to another land. As you peer through the telescope, you're amazed by the clarity of the night sky. Yeah, well, Kemco did the NES ports anyways, but yeah, this Uninvited and Deja Vu, Deja Vu 2 as well if you want to count it, although it didn't get an NES version. It's an ornate carving of a shooting star. The object is made of silver and is extremely heavy. Again, I did LP all of those, again, back with text commentary. Took the star, and I think we can open this now. This rod is made of cast iron. You're so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight, she's even more beautiful. Well, hello. Let's go ahead and cut her free. Nothing happened. Huh. Some sort of spike that's made of precious metals. Ouch, the tips are as sharp as needles. Well, oh shit. With a loud roar, the wolf pounces on you, taking your life. Yeah. Well then. She's obviously a werewolf in disguise. How do we deal with werewolves? Usually with a silver weapon, which we have a silver arrow right here. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. The beautiful lady suddenly transforms into a wolf. Looks like your typical dead werewolf. Your arrow is deeply lodged in its body. Yeah, I think the moonlight part was the biggest hint they gave. Otherwise, it would kind of be a little trial and error, as many other parts of this game are. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Pookie. Welcome to the stream. I played a little bit of the Steam remake of this. I definitely like to do it eventually, though. Although the evening air is cool, this small circular room radiates a fervent heat. This horn is forged of flawless platinum. Its beauty's unbelievable. Oh good, I hope you've been enjoying that LP, Pookie. And yes, this is on an emulator. Nestopia to be precise. When you open them, you notice the fires change into something far more menacing. The Hellhound makes this hot room even hotter. There must be a way to cool the room off before you roast. Okay, that's a bit of a hint to use the holy water, which, again, it mentions it has a cross on it, so the holy water has sent the Hellhound back to the place where it was spawned. The flame died out. The room is quiet, as though nothing had happened. Okay. Alright. As you stand on the turret, an eerie blue dragon appears in the clear, starry sky. It's a wyvern. This beastie is a distant cousin of a dragon, but is smaller and fiercer. Okay, well... Okay, they don't really give you much of a indication that this is what you're supposed to do, but you're supposed to throw the star at it. The star becomes a flash of light as you launch it. Crash! It strikes the wyvern and explodes into a million pieces. Ah yes, Legend of the Ghost Line as well. I'm not super familiar with that game, but it looked interesting. Another very, very Dragon Quest. Very much, yeah, seems like it played a lot like Dragon Quest. Got the talisman. Okay. You've entered a small corridor. 2 arched doorways wait patiently for you. From this windy ledge, you can get an idea of the size and strength of the castle. I see. Cool. Okay, I believe we have to set the rod right here. Huh? Nothing happened? There we go. Suddenly the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You're startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that's formed at your feet. We got a wand. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up as if it had never been. It's a wand of sorts. Carved on the side of the wand is a small picture of a serpent. Okay, hint, hint. Lightning lights up the countryside as you stand on lookout point. This canvas pouch looks to be quite light. Close inspection reveals some druidic script on it. It's a pot of gold. The leprechaun must have skipped town. Okay, yoink. Up. As you move the pot, you realize you've fallen for the oldest trick in the book. You suddenly find yourself knee-deep in the moat. It seems the alligators really enjoy your company. Oh boy. Yeah, Lucky doesn't want us taking his Lucky Charms. But instead, let's open up the bag. We have some gold coins. It's a large gold coin with a well engraved on it. The coin has a mark on it that looks like a human skull. Okay. And, okay, now we have to do a little bit of backtracking. Warwick Davis was here. I personally know him more for Willow, though, than for Leprechaun. Oh, and he was Wicket the Ewok. Okay, now for this, we have to use Bottle 2. You drink the liquid and immediately begin to rise in the air. I think this works differently in the PC version. I think instead you have to just discard all of your inventory here, so that you're not too heavy to cross the bridge. A giant snake confronts you in this small cave. It's a giant snake. It doesn't move. Perhaps it's getting ready to strike. You wait for the creature to kill you, but it still has yet to move. Upon closer inspection, you laugh at your foolishness. It's only a statue. However, we have a wand shaped like a snake. The snake begins to shake and shudder. Is it just your eyes, or is it shrinking? The serpentine statue begins to change. It grows smaller and smaller. It dematerializes and forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. Druidic script winds its way around the staff. You can feel power emanating from it. Okay. Get that. Suddenly you feel heavier than you did only a moment ago. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's back. The troll says you must pay a toll of 1 gold coin. Oh. Okay, this was where I kept getting stuck in the PC version. Because, okay. Okay, let's give him a gold coin. There you go. The troll says the toll has just been raised to 2 gold coins. Oh, screw you, buddy. Okay, but what you're supposed to do, actually, is chant the Humana spell. As soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You're as invisible as the wind. Now, I tried this. That doesn't seem to work in the Mac version, though. I could not figure out how to get past the troll in the Mac version. Although the way the spells work in that version is also very different, so maybe I wasn't doing it correctly. You're in a small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. Though he looks dead enough, the royal skeleton sends shivers down your spine. There seems to be something in his hand. Okay, that line there, I think, might be a little misleading. I think it's supposed to be saying you're supposed to put something in his hand. That being the scepter. As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, the seal on the pillar lowers. You can now see a ring-shaped hole. Okay, so let's, set the ring in there. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises, revealing a secret passageway. This hallway is made of large granite slabs. Okay, for another cheap death. Without thinking, you jump through the opening and immediately hear a loud click. Suddenly, the granite slab above you gives way and crushes you beneath it. It breaks every bone in your body. Yeah, that way yeah, that path is just a... That's just a trap. Let's see. We'll take the torches, though. Really, this was translated from English to Japanese and then back to English. Maybe that's why some of the lines feel a little off. Suddenly, the beasts begin to shudder and their eyes begin to glow red. The gargoyles, angered at your presence, spring from their frozen state and rip you to pieces. There's not even enough left of you to even feed the birds. Yeah, I thought as much. Sulphurous fumes rise from the hot molten lava some 30 feet below you. Swimming would not be wise. You're not the boss of me, game. Shouting a battle cry, you catapult yourself off the platform. You're a brave warrior, but stupid. Your body explodes as you plunge into the lava. Love that. This huge statue is made of precious metals. It holds a basin of smoldering coals. So here we want to chant the Motari spell. The statue lowers and a large platform rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. Stalagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. Looks like a large, very deep pit. Huh, well let's see what's... Oh, you woke the sleeping guard from his beauty sleep. He decides to eat you for breakfast. Oh, yeah, this... Man, so much death in this segment. I am the immortal. There is a game for... There is a similar game, an adventure game for the NES called The Immortal, where you are anything but. Yeah, and yeah, I remember the scene you're talking about, Coolio, where Chiaki does reference this game. Okay, anyways, what we're supposed to do is we have these levers here on the side of the room. Okay, I guess I'm wasting my time, but the Sphinx room gave us a hint as to what we're supposed to do here. The order we're supposed to pull the levers. Okay, this one, and then this one again. The cylinder lifts with a shuddering sound. You're momentarily dazzled as the darkness is lit by a blinding flash. The silver orb is revealed. Alright, we can assemble the staff now. Where is the staff? Okay. Staff on the blade. Huh? Oh. Maybe the other way around. Suddenly, lightning begins to flash in the room. Then the golden spike slides smoothly into the staff and locks into place. Now set the orb. Light cascades through the room as the staff becomes a living entity. Alright. Power emanates from the staff. The three are now and forever one. Now to pass the gargoyles... we want to chant Illumina. Suddenly the cavern's so bright you have to shade your eyes. It takes you a few moments to regain your senses from the Nova Burst. It seems the gargoyles were also affected and haven't yet recovered from the spell. Let's slip by them then. The room seems to be made solely for the purpose of housing the well. Cover of the well is open. Now, if you recall, the coin here had a well engraved on it. That's a hint that we're supposed to throw it down the well. As soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in the autumn months. This allows us to safely, descend. Oh, okay. There we go. The swirling winds carry you down the deep well and set you gently into the cavern below. You stand above a beach, looking down upon a river. The river's water is dead calm. It wouldn't surprise you if this were the river Styx. Well, it's a great gold gong. Its beauty's enhanced by the intricate stand that supports it. Oh, this mallet's made from what appears to be centaur hide. After the gong sounds, a specter materializes right before your eyes. Oh, quite a few, Pookie. I know a couple of King's Quest games at the very least. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You hear a faint voice ask for a fare. Ah. Okay. Well, we got a gold coin. The ferryman takes the coin and gestures for you to board quickly. You climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. A stone skull stands against the far wall, screaming silently. For some reason, you get the feeling you're standing on sacred ground. It's a polished stone slab with an odd-shaped niche cut out of it. Yeah, Simon's Quest also, as well as a couple other Castlevanias. Shape of a sword is carved in the left pillar. Shape of a crown. The shape of a jewel. There was a hint. Yes, that terrible King's Quest V port on the NES. Yeah, Konami published it. I don't think they developed it, though. There was a hint in one of the scrolls, I think, that mentioned the sword. We have to set the talisman in this one. The artifact known as the Bladed Sun is now secured and in place. And then we blow the horn. The sound of the horn echoes loudly in your ears. Suddenly, you hear the sound of grinding rock. The jaw of the skull begins to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. Yeah, King's Quest V has a lot of, even the PC version of King's Quest V has a lot of, gotcha moments. The cavern that you've entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. From the depths rises the most powerful creature that's ever existed, the Behemoth. Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. You wonder for a moment how you can defeat such a creature as this. Right, Gandalf? You shall not pass! Although his back is turned, you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's the Warlock Lord. It seems that his staff is controlling the creature, keeping it at bay. Your jaw drops and you stare in awed silence at the sight of the great titan. Acid drips from his jaws and sizzles on the ledge below. Well... and just zap him with the staff, then. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power that the prophets claimed. The staff pulsates with power and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the Behemoth. Oh. creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. Alright. 2 birds with 1 stone. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into silence. Suddenly, it's very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun, you say to yourself. It is over. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. Although exhausted, you lean on the Staff of Ages and begin your long journey home. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace, where you're greeted by the king. Adol Christian. That would be a different series. I know what thou hast done, brave one. The world would be dark forever without thee. And for whatever reason, the next one takes a really long time to load. There we go. You're bestowed a kingdom to rule in the king's fair daughter's hand. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell. Those spoony bards. But yeah, I think there was a sequel on, like, what was it? Was it the N64? The First Story's End. And this game did also get a, also got a remake on the Game Boy Color, as did Deja Vu 1 and 2. Yeah, pretty much. It pretty much stops right here. You'd have to just hit reset. But all right, that was Shadowgate. I just wanted to do a kind of a short and sweet stream for tonight. Just do a again, just something short. Again, since it's pretty late, and Coolio already streamed earlier tonight. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this, as short as it was. Have a good night, everybody. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone.